Hello Pokemon nerds, PokeTube and today we have another episode. Say it with me. Will it be a 10? Yes, I'm sending off more cards off to a grading service. We've kind of switched it around because of times and prices, but this time we're actually going with a different one. Last time we went with CGC, the first time we went with PSA. This time we're going with SGC because that's like the last reputable grading service that is available that's not tremendously expensive and not a 9-month wait time. So we're going with SGC this time. Super excited. Kind of fun to try out all these different kind of grading sources anyways. See which one I prefer or like the best. I feel like that's why a lot of like content creators like what I do don't do a lot of grading episodes right now because of how hard it is to get cards graded. PSA is not allowing anyone still. I think Beckett is allowing people, but it's tremendously expensive, like tripled pricing. CGC is still allowing them, but their price is like tripled. Even with my membership through CGC, it's still like tripled. So it's just really hard, and the wait times are just tremendous right now. So SGC still offered good pricing, and their turnaround rate is not horrible. They're saying about around 2 to 3 weeks, it looks like right now. So hopefully we will not have to wait very long before we get another episode of Is It a 10, where we reveal the grades that we get. But in this episode, we're just going to show the cards that I'm sending in. We're sending in 6 today. Yes, I can count 6 cards. And I got some cards that will hopefully come back as a 10, but I'm looking at great grades. So let's go into the first card here. And this first card we actually saw in my very first one. We sent it off to PSA. It's my Charizard here. We're sending this one off again to get regraded. It came back as a 6.5 from PSA. I'm sending it in because I just really want that 7. Sorry, hopefully I can get the light out of here. I'm projecting a 7. I just really want a 7. I think a 7 just sounds so much better than a 6, even though it's a 6.5. But we're hoping to get a better grade. I'm going to show. I don't know if you can see it. The hollow on it does have scratches. So, and there is a big print line. It looks like right down the middle, right there, if you can see it. But that is definitely going to hurt the score a little bit. All the scratches on the hollow. Check out the. Oh yeah, and the centering on it. Actually, centering on it looks really great. There are some like manufacturer dots on it, one right there, and there's one on the bottom as well. Oh, right there. So that will hurt the grade maybe. I'm not sure how they're going to grade on that. Turn it around on the back here. There are some whitening on it. We got some whitening down here in the corner. It's not horrible. Some whitening on the sides. A little bit of whitening across the top. But I think it's worthy of at least a 7. I mean, you guys can be the judge on how you feel, but I think it's definitely worth a 7. Centering on it being really good, and in my mind perfect, while the rest of it having some scratches on the hollow and some of the whitening on the back. But the whitening's not horrible by any means. I've definitely seen way worse whitening. And I will even say that there is a speck of whitening on my PSA Gem Mint 10 Giovanni's Nidoking. So, it's not a deal breaker. Next card is, we're sending in, oh, and by the way, so I broke, obviously, that card out of its PSA case. I will be sending in the little graded barcode so that PSA can take it out of their system, just to be fair. But I don't like to, I know you can send it in the case to get regraded, but I don't like that because I just feel like when it's already been graded once and you do that, it influences the company the next time around on how to grade it. So I want to get a fresh grade without any influence. The next one here is we're sending in another base set Charizard. This one does have some scratches on the hollow. I don't know if you'll be able to see them or not. It's definitely not as bad as the one I just showed you previously, so that's pretty good. Centering on it again, centering on this is really nice. I would say perfect centering on this one as well, luckily. But there is a little bit of whitening on the back. some whitening in the corner, some whitening on top of here, and a little bit of whitening right there, and then a little bit of whitening in that corner, a little bit of whitening up there. But again, still for a card that's from 1999, still a beautiful looking card. I said a 7 on that Charizard that we're hoping to get regraded as a 7 instead of having a 6.5. I'm going to guess this one as a 7.5. That is my estimate grade. So 7 and then 7.5. And hopefully I'll be able to tell them apart when they come back and get graded. Alright, this next card here is, we already sent one in before into PSA and it got a 9. This one I don't think will become as 9, but we got another Japanese Blaine's holographic Charizard. Checked out the holo on this earlier and I could not find any scratches on it whatsoever, so the holo is perfect. Centering on it, on the front anyways, looks perfect. No whitening on the front. When we get back here, there's hardly any whitening on the back besides a little whitening right up there at the top and a little speck right there. And then the centering again on the back is being perfect. It's kind of hard to grade this one. I want to say it's going to come back as a 9, but the estimate I'm putting down is a 8.5, just because of a little bit of whitening on the back. If there wasn't that whitening, anyways, the main whitening right up here, I would easily give it a 9. But I feel like that's enough whitening to at least mark it down to an 8.5, and that's going to be my estimate grade on the Blaine's Charizard. Hopefully that flash isn't too bad, but I know it's kind of in the way, but kind of want to get the extra light in here to show you so you guys can make your own best estimate guess as well. Next card that we have here is my Shining Knocked Out. I'll pull it out of this one out of the sleeve a little, see, so we can try to get a good look on the actual holo itself. Even though I'm trying not, I don't want to. But I guess first let's go with centering. So centering on it, in my opinion, perfect on the front. Yeah, perfect centering on the front in my opinion. It's just beautiful, beautiful centering. Check out the holo. We'll try to see if there's any scratches that we can tell. But the shining is kind of hard on especially on the knocked out, the way that it's just kind of made. But I do not see any scratches on the holo at all. Just like I said, centering on the front is perfect. So when we come to the back, honestly, the centering on the back is perfect as well, but we do have teeny bits of whitening right there, as you can see in that corner, teeny bit of whitening in this corner, and a teeny bit of whitening in all the corners, but honestly nothing that's horrendous. I am gonna say this is, with just the teeny bit of whitening, I'm gonna give it a 9. I want to give it a 9.5. But I'm going with a 9. 9 on the Shining Knocked Out. And also with SGC, they do like Beckett where it's a 10, and then they do like a pristine 10 where it gets 10s all across the board. So you never know, we might even get lucky with some 10s. So next card here is, we got a first edition holographic Japanese Espeon. I think it's called Town with No Name. That's the series it's called. That's in Japanese anyways. But it's from the Aquapolis series. But it's a beautiful looking Espeon, first edition, as you can see down there. I'll show you the holo here. Holo has absolutely no scratches from what I could tell. I was checking it out yesterday up close and I could not find a single scratch on the holo. Centering on the front, man, with these ones it's so hard to tell the centering on the front, because with the extra border from the e-reader series, it's just super hard to tell how the centering is. I would say it's pretty good centering. I don't know if it's perfect. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but the easiest way to tell is going to be the centering on the back, in which it is a little off on the centering on the back from top to bottom. It's not bad. Like I said, it's not horrible centering. Let's check out the whitening here. Cannot find much whitening at all, but there is some marking on the edges. I don't know if it's some hollow bleed over on the edges of the card here, but I'm trying to see here if there's any whitening and how I want to grade this one. I don't want to give it a 10 just because I'm not confident it will pull a 10. Oh, and I can't tell if that's a scratch up here or not, or if that's just part of the markings. I'm going to give it a 9.5. I'm giving Espeon First Edition 9.5. Hopefully you guys are making your guesses as well, and hopefully we can hopefully we're making our guesses very similar, and hopefully we get some good grades when we get these back. But the last card here that we're sending off to get graded is the Tyranitar V Sleepy Tyranitar that we pulled on this channel from the booster box of Battle Styles. This was definitely the chase card, I would say, of the pack. Centering on the front, not perfect from right to left, but centering is nice. It's not bad at all where it's going to mark it down horrendously. I've definitely seen worse centering get good grades, so I would say the centering's a 9 if I had to guess. I don't think there's any scratches on the hollow. I was checking it out earlier. I mean, it's a brand new card that we pulled and went straight to a hard case and then a sleeve, so I think we should be okay on scratches, hopefully. Like I said, though, I was checking it out. I couldn't find any on here. It's going to be super hard to see, so hopefully you can just be willing to take my word on it. Centering on the back, again, a little off from the back from left to right, just like it was on the front, just the opposite way because it's the back. Whitening on the back. There is no whitening at all in these corners or on the edges that I can see at all. So, I'm being bold with this one, even with the centering. We're not going to get a pristine 10 because of that centering, I don't believe. But I'm going with a 10 on the Tyranitar V Secret Rare. Sleepy Tyranitar with the Pignite in the back. So hopefully we get at least 110 returned to us, but if we're going to get one, I believe it's going to be on the Tyranitar. Alright, so make your guesses, put them in. Let me know in the comments what you think, if you are thinking I'm totally crazy with some of the grading estimates on my end. But let me know. I'm super excited to get these back. Like I said, we hope to see him back in about 2 to 3 weeks, so I'll make the video instantly. That way I can reveal all the grades to you guys. So stick around. Make sure you have that notification button turned on so you can be alerted when we get these back when that video is released. But please give me a subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and thunder punch that notification bell.